Hello! We're talking about more affordable makeup today. You know, this is one of my favorite topics, and today I specifically wanted to call out some very underrated affordable makeup products that you're probably sleeping on. These do not get enough buzz, and I'm really excited to talk about them today. Many of them I have on my face at the moment, plus a couple of potential dupes. And I'm so excited to say that this video is in partnership with JCPenney. They carry so many of my favorite affordable makeup brands like E.l.f. and NYX, plus other affordable brands that are a little bit newer to me like Jason Wu, Kimchi, Chic. I normally think of JCPenney for my high-end go-to products, and I feel like they often get overlooked for these more affordable staples. So I want to talk about a lot of these products today. And also, speaking of good deals, JCPenney has a savings event coming up. Their semi-annual beauty event will run from March 20th through April 6th, and starting on the 20th, they have $25 eyeshadow palettes, and on March 28th, all mascaras are on sale for $10. Yes, that is including your high-end mascaras, your Smashbox, your Too Faced, all of the above. And every Saturday during the event, they will be offering 20% off across beauty, and that includes perfumes, and they carry some of my favorite fragrance brands like Ariana Grande. Okay, I just picked up Cloud Pink because I've been a fan of Cloud for years, and I think I like pink even more. I couldn't tell the difference at first until I let it sit on my skin for a while, and then later on I was getting more of those fruity notes coming out, so I think I like pink even more than the original. I also picked up one of the Sabrina Carpenter fragrances. I've actually never tried these before. I picked up the shade, or no, the scent Sweet Tooth. I love his packaging. Be sure to check out JCPenney next time you're shopping for any beauty products, and let's get into these affordable favorites. I cannot wait a second longer to talk about this, but for a couple reasons, okay? So this is such an old product, and that's actually the theme with a few of these different products. In general, the drugstore products that have been out for a while that are like classic products get pretty slept on. I hear them talked about so infrequently in drugstore wrap-up videos. These are the products that are on the shelves that you're not really hearing buzzed about, but they are good staples. Like this, the Instant Lift Brow Pencil from E.l.f. So this is a pretty unique brow pencil because it's a pretty large applicator. This is the opposite of any of those like micro tip brow pencils that are out there. This is like very, very rounded. And depending on your brow preferences, you might not be looking for something like this, but I like using this for what I call a weekend brow. Okay, picture this. It's like Saturday morning, I'm gonna run out to grab a coffee with a friend or something. I'm not really doing a full face of makeup, but I wanna add something. I like having a brow pencil like this that I'm not even really filling in with. I'm just kind of scribbling side to side. Yes, literally scribbling side to side, and then brushing through with the spoolie, and it's giving me a little bit of pigment and shape, but I'm not applying a full brow, and it takes like 2 seconds. I like having a brow pencil like this in my collection that's really easy and quick like that. But the real reason I was excited to talk about this is as a lip liner. So not only do I like using this as a really quick, easy brow pencil, but this makes such a good contour shade of a lip liner. I know like lip contours are all the rage right now, and we're seeing some really pricey ones coming out. This $4 product from E.l.f. does the exact same thing. Not only do you have that very rounded tip, but you have this perfect cool tone shade. I've got mine in the shade Taupe. So you can use it as lip liner, or you can do that slightly outside of the lip line look that's been really big lately to get that contoured, almost volumized effect. But because this is a brow pencil, it's designed to last. It wears really well. It is more of that like waxy formula, so it's not gonna be as creamy as other lip liners that are designed for the lips, but I do think this is a perfect product if you wanted an affordable option to do some lip contouring. I did a few different demo clips applying it just on my lips as is with really nothing else, just to see the color there, but I have it on my lip combo right now as the final step. I used this to kind of blend together the lip liner that I did use that was like a real traditional lip liner, plus I have on some lipstick, and then I just took this and used it to feather everything together, and I think it helped melt the shades together while also providing a bit of that contoured effect to make the lips look a little bit more defined. But it also kind of blurred out the lip line so it's not too sharp. I just think this is such a great product to use for a lot of different purposes, and it is only $4. So don't sleep on the drugstore products that have been out forever. Like, this is a great one. Even I talked in my last drugstore video about the E.l.f. pencil sharpener that's $2. These original core products from the line are fantastic. Which will actually segue us into this next product. Why don't I hear anyone recommending the NYX Micro Brow anymore? So many new brow pencils have come out. I feel like this one's just kind of gotten pushed to the back. You know what I have repurchased and I always come back to? This from NYX, the Micro Brow Pencil. It is such a classic. You have that very defined tip. Now, it's not the smallest micro tip in the world. I've seen other brands offer ones that are even tinier than this, but I think this is the perfect precision size to draw on brow strokes. It lasts well. It's waxy enough, but it's not too waxy. There's this perfect middle point that you kind of need with a brow pencil. If it's too waxy, you're gonna rip out your brow hairs. If it's not waxy enough, it's gonna wipe right away. You really wanna find that midpoint, and I just feel like NYX nailed it with this product. It's a classic product for a reason. Like next time you're looking for a brow product, sure, there are good new ones, like this is fine, but the original, this old one from NYX is so much better. Stop sleeping on this. One that I was sleeping on, and I am so excited to finally have discovered this palette from Jason Wu. Okay, I want to try so many more products from this brand. They sell this brand at JCPenney. It's a little bit harder to find at other retailers, but we definitely check out JCPenney if you're wanting to pick up Jason Wu. I'm curious to try some of their other palettes as well as their powder. That one looks really nice too. Not only is this palette $15, which I think is a great price to begin with, but it's on sale a lot. Like a lot of their beauty products, when I'm on the website, they will regularly have discounts. So you can get this for even less than $15. Now, they offer a few different variations of the 9-pan palette, but obviously I went for the all matte one. Most of the tones sit really light or medium, so I'll call that out for at least for this variation of the 9-pan, but I am such a sucker for a very warm toned matte palette like this. Like, they just get me every time. Now, this formula is not super highly pigmented, which is gonna sound like a con, but the way that I do my eyeshadow, that is a pro for me. I used to like my eyeshadow to be like really, really punchy back when I did more intense looks, but now this style of palette is so much easier for me to use. Like, it's effortless. I don't have to blend. It's kind of blending itself, and the option is there if you want to build it up, but it's just not gonna be like super highly intensely pigmented right out the gate. So preferences, you might love or hate that. For me, that's really the type of palette I'm after these days. I also think the packaging looks very luxe, especially for being $15. Like, think of the new $60 palettes that Charlotte Tilbury just launched. The packaging is pretty much the same as this one, so I would highly recommend. I think this palette is fantastic, and I love an all matte eyeshadow look. This is a great one. Okay, more e.l.f. I feel like with e.l.f. in particular, they have a few standout products that get all of the attention. It's like any of their dupe products people want to talk about, but the other products from e.l.f.'s line don't get as much buzz, and interestingly enough, they tend to be my favorites more than the dupes that e.l.f. has. So they actually have quite a few skincare products that I like, and I wanted to call out this moisturizer, but also this entire line. So this is from the Holy Hydration line. This is the Gel Yeah Moisturizer. They also have more of a creamy moisturizer, and there is also a makeup remover in this line. I have used all three. All three are fantastic. This is a nice moisturizer for anyone who has oily skin. That being said, I don't have oily skin, but I can just tell by the formula it would be preferred by oily skin. But even on my dry skin, I think it does a really great job of hydrating while not leaving a film and not being heavy. So this is the type of moisturizer I like using in the daytime before doing my makeup. So I put a little bit on today underneath my base, and I feel like this is nice too if you like using a primer, like maybe a pore filling primer or a glowy primer. Sometimes by the time you get to that step, the other skincare products have become too much because they're too thick. Like, you can't always take a really thick, heavy, creamy moisturizer and apply that under a lot of other base products, or it becomes a pasty mess. This sinks in really well but doesn't leave a film at all. So any of the products from this line truly are great. e.l.f. makes really good skincare products. They're fragrance free. I just feel like they're pretty underrated. Okay, triangle puffs have been having a moment for a while now. This type of applicator is actually my new favorite way to apply powder. I rarely apply a powder with a brush anymore, unless it's a finishing powder and I'm dusting, but like, if I'm using a pressed powder, I'm using a triangle puff. These from e.l.f. are $4. You get 3 in a pack, so they're just over $1 a piece. And what I like about these is that they're very tiny, and it is the perfect size to tap out on the under eye there. I just like having something really micro like this to do a very targeted application. Especially, this would be great if you're the opposite of me and you don't really like powder, little baby one like this is perfect to really get in there. Okay, returning to lip liner, but actual lip liners this time. No more brow pencils that I'm suggesting as lip liner. This is a real lip liner. This is from the brand Kimchi Chic. I've also tried their bronzer a while back, which I actually really did like, but I bought the wrong shade and it's like not a great color for my skin tone, so I need to repurchase it in a better shade for me. But on April 6th, all Kimchi Chic products will be on sale for half off at JCPenney. In the sale, that's the last day, and everything from the line is included. Anyways, I picked up one of their eyeliners. No, oh my gosh, now I'm getting myself confused. What kind of liner is this? Lip liner. You know I'm obsessed with lip liner. I'm on a mission to like try all of them apparently. And this is a really nice creamy one, especially for being a pencil lip liner. Texture-wise, this is ultra creamy, but not in a way that's gonna blend away or disappear. It's creamy in the sense that it's gonna be comfortable and hydrating, but it's gonna sit on the skin really well and last. I went with quite a bright pink shade, which is not normally me, but I'm like, let me try something different. I feel like this is the type of color you can dab a really light lip in, or like a lipstick in the center of to lighten it up, get an ombre effect. I also love the cute pink packaging, and it's nice, I will say. Almost every lip liner comes in black packaging, like they kind of all look the same, mostly all black. And then when I'm digging through my drawer looking for a specific one, I'm like, where is it? Where is it? And maybe this is just my own fault for having too many lip liners. But when it's something pink like this, or even because this has the green caps, then I can easily find it. And when this is pink, I can easily find it. Like, these are the little things that I like. A setting spray. I don't talk about setting spray that often because I don't use setting spray that often. But when you need it, you need it. You know what I mean? Like there are certain makeup looks that I know if I'm gonna be wearing it for a long period of time, I am gonna rely on a setting spray, but it's not necessarily an everyday product for me. So because of that, I'm not trying to splurge on a setting spray. This one performs just as well, if not better, than any high-end setting spray that I've tried. And the best thing about this, it is one of the few affordable setting sprays that has a good mist. Most of them, you're getting like spots on your face, it's hitting you, like it's gonna ruin your makeup by the time you've applied the setting spray. Most of them are so bad. This one actually is a good mist. Let me see if it'll show on camera. Sometimes you can't really see it. Did that show? Do you know what I'm, did you see that? One more time. It smells good too. You don't need to spend a lot. There are so many great affordable makeup products out there. Thank you so much to JCPenney for working with me on today's video. Be sure to check out the links down below to all of these products, and I will go ahead and see you in my next one. Bye.